What's going on, YouTube? Back in the garage today working on this 2008 Acura TL. It's got a bad timing chain tensioner, or timing belt tensioner. So we're gonna go ahead and do this whole kit, water pump and all. I actually already tore into this yesterday and had to put it all back together because I couldn't get the damper bolt off. So just wanted to see if we can get it off today because I went and bought a special socket that should allow me to take it off rather than just your average 3/4 19mm socket, which I'll show you here in a second. Okay, get that out the way. There's the pesky bolt, and here is the socket that I was using to try and get it off. Just, you know, your average 3/4 thin wall socket, whatever. And this is what I went and bought today, or yesterday, was a 19mm crank pulley socket. I'll show you guys over here where it says that. Crankshaft socket. Alright guys, so TL's moved out. Couldn't get the crank pulley bolt off, so I decided to just clean up the shop a little bit, make some space, and yeah, so now we're focusing on the gray car a little bit like we left off last time. The engine bay was pretty much bare, and since then I have started welding up some holes. Still gotta touch them up a little bit and then regrind them and then bondo. And then I have also started bondoing, and today I was sanding some a little bit, so gotta get back to that and get to this side. I did grind off some of those tabs from factory back here, so that's looking better. Like I said, I gotta get more bondo down and start welding a couple more holes up, stuff like this that isn't used or needed, and that's about it. So we're gonna do that. I don't have a lot of bondo today, so this will probably be a couple day vlog here, and I'll probably still include the TL in the vlog because tomorrow I'm gonna go to my buddy's shop and have him try and crack the bolt for me with an air gun or something and see what they can do for me. So I'll see what other progress I can make. I got this guy coming with a 16 Civic SI, or no, it's not an SI, it's just a base model, but doing an oil change. So waiting for him to come here, and I'm gonna bang that out and then probably do a little more sanding and some light bondo work, so stick with me. Guys, back the next weekend, I think. We were here last weekend, and today's Saturday, so we're here. I made some more progress on the car. I didn't film a lot of it, or I don't think any of the sanding or bondoing, but I got some stuff patched up that I still got to sand down. This was just some rough up stuff, so we're gonna go through that. I still got to sand a lot of stuff down that I didn't feel like sanding down that I had done from the initial bondoing, and then there's still a whole bunch of stuff that I gotta weld in and bondo. So, and also, like I said in the last clip, I believe that we'd be finishing off fixing the TL, and I was able to just go to my buddy's shop and get the crank pulley bolt broken off. Not broken literally, but loosened. And grab some fucking channel locks here. And able to get the crank pulley bolt broken. So today we are going to finish fixing this 2008 Acura TL, which is my baby mother's car. But so yeah, today we're fixing this 2008 Acura TL, and I already had it most of the way apart, so we're gonna go ahead and get this valve cover off, and after that we're gonna go ahead and get this serpentine belt taken off. We're gonna jack the car up, get the front tire off, and then we're going to remove these two 12s. There's one back here, right there, right here, and then there's one right in here behind this pulley. Two 12s, get this power steering pump out of the way and start taking it apart. So we'll catch up with you when we get pretty much to that point, and we'll see you then. All right guys, so I didn't take any time lapse, but I got the power steering pump off, I got the idler pulley off, the passenger side motor mount. There's the upper half of it. Here's the two bolts for the power steering pump. So pretty much all you gotta do after you remove those two 12s is put that up there, get the 17 off of the side of this post mount that is here, these two 14s, remove the ground off of that 10 mil right there, and you're good to free up all this space. Then you go ahead and take out that idler pulley and whatnot. So now what I got here is I got the engine set up at top dead center. I got my paint marker set up, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and mark this at TDC on this belt right here, and back here as well. We're gonna go ahead and give us some paint markage. You want to be pretty precise with these, and what this does is it helps us mark our new timing belt. So let me get a little better on that. A little thick and sloppy, but once you get it off, you'll be able to see where she needs to go and whatnot. So got that capped off. So now the next step is to take these 314s off. There's 314s on the side here that hold this motor mount bracket on, and this top 10. We're gonna go ahead and take those off, and then I want to say there are 7 10 mil bolts to get this rear cover off. And before, like I said, I wasn't able to get this damper pulley bolt off, but I just had my buddy help me out, and took it to his shop and he broke it for me. So let's see if we can get this to break free real quick. Bada boom, bada bing. There she is. And she'll just pull right off there. So there's the bolt. And yeah, I guess we can pull this right off. Not as heavy as I thought it would be. I'm gonna be careful not to lose this keyway right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it out, if I can get it out. I'll leave it in there for now if it doesn't come out. So now what we're gonna do, like I said, is take off these lower timing cover bolts. Like I said, there's about 7 10 mil bolts, and we'll get that off, and then we're gonna mark the bottom half of the pulley at TDC on the belt, so that, like I said, it'll help us line up our new belt perfectly. So we're gonna get this off, and then we'll check back in once we get to that point. All right guys, so went ahead and got the timing cover off and the top upper motor mount bracket off. So now, as you guys can see, pretty much there's the tensioner pulley over there. Here's just another pulley. Here's the water pump we're gonna be replacing, and you know, yada yada. Go underneath here. I went ahead and marked the crank, as you guys can see. Marked the timing belt as well. We are verified at TDC. So the next step is gonna be to get this tensioner assembly out of here, and then go ahead and get the tensioner itself out of here, which is back in there. So we're gonna go ahead and get you're supposed to take this 14 off, I believe it is, this 14 right here. And then I'm not sure if you have to take each pulley off as well. You might have to. I'm gonna check out the new kit, which is actually back here. So we'll do that now. We'll grab it out of the trunk. Got Brandon's intercooler and intercooler piping. That's for another video though. So yeah, we got this over here. Let's bring it on up here. And on the workbench. And water pump seal. It's probably our tensioner. Bear with me. It's our new tensioner right here. We'll unwrap that soon. And a couple of other pulleys. How it goes in the car. Sorry. This is how it's set in the car. And then we have our other pulley right here. Which mounts there. Swings that way. And then this one I believe mounts maybe to the block, I guess. So these are our new parts. We're gonna go ahead and get those these old pulleys off and whatnot, and we'll make a new clip once we're at that point. All right, guys. So we got the old time or water pump out right there, and we just got the new timing belt on, water pump in, and I'm about to get ready to install the tensioner. All we got to do is just slip it back in there with 2 bolts, and yeah. So we're gonna get ready to do that, and we'll make an update once she's all tight. As you can see, our timing mark is all lined up right there, back there, and our crank mark is still good. With that arrows line up. So she's almost done, guys. All right, guys, as you can see, we're back together. Kind of fast forwarded quite a bit, but timing cover's back on. Uppers and lower, serpentine belt, mount, everything's back together. Led the radiator the best I could, and overflow jug is filled up. We're not leaking anything, and that's the best thing. And there's no tensioner noise, so I would call this a successful job. And yeah, so thanks for tuning in to this video. Everything's buttoned up on the car, got everything back together. So thanks for watching, and the next video will be doing some more Bondo and hopefully sanding and priming the hatch. I'm trying to get that done, man. So thanks for watching, guys. Catch you in the next one.